Hi guys, my name is Bluntt. I am Anudda Bajan. My early years, me and my mom used to live in St. Lucie. So at that point, I was going to like Sela Primary, and I used to play the violin. Believe it or not. That's where, hence now where you get the melody from now, you know. But I used to play a violin. We ended up moving from St. Lucie in 2004, 2003. Came back to St. Michael. Returned to St. Paul's Primary. You know, big up St. Paul's. My life at St. Paul's was very interesting because that's when I really start to learn people and learn organizations, you know what I mean, like how to organize certain stuff and what you really want in life and how to go about it, and also I saw a lot of characters develop in my space too, between me and my friends, you know what I mean, and who they are today. So from there, you know, bam, Parkinson. Parkinson days was fun. And that's where I really discovered my creative side. And I think that was from watching a lot of creatives at that point, you know. I always had characters. I always had, even the guy that hustling, you know what I mean? He would always got a character to him. Had a lot of young musicians too. Amber, I can't remember her last name, but Amber, she was singing at that time too. I was doing music, but it wasn't full in it at school. I won't say it was a troublemaker, but I was more on a different side of trouble. So, you know, I used to be hustling at school. I used to sell royalties at school, you know. And I had this one incident. The principal, you know, I at school selling my royalties. You know, everybody talking about these royalties. Tests going on. People coming and buying royalties, and you know, the word going wrong. So the principal, one day, I came to school, the principal one day, you know, kind of my office, Mr. Sir, you know, and you know, I said, man, I hear you running a business at my school, man. I said, me? I mean, not me, sir, man. I said, what's that going by there, man? Here feel a little hot. So yeah. I open the bag. Beer steam. Man, I said, oh, so this is the kind of business you're running? Then we're gonna tell you. I can buy one for you, but this is what I can tell you. Don't bring it back at my school. This is not the place for that. And he commended me for my entrepreneurship skills and sales skills, and you know, he was telling me too, like, a lot of children at that point my age wasn't like really thinking about it unless it was somebody driven them to do it, you know. So yeah, Parkinson was very interesting. I dabbled in a lot of things: football, track and field, like first farm, second farm. But as I got older, I started to drift away and got more into the entrepreneurship, and the music as well. That's when I really started to dabble with the music. I was raised without, my mom raised me. You know, I only saw my dad once in life. Yeah, it kinda, I used to be like, yo, I used to feel real like bummy about it. Then after a while I started like, yo, like, I'm really glad that that didn't happen, because with everything every effort that my mom put into raising me, it was for the best, and I don't think that I would like ask for better. You know what I mean? So I feel like in life you just gotta look at, even if it's a negative in life, you just gotta look at it positive, because there are positives, you know. Coming up, I won't say that I was real unfortunate, but I was kind of unfortunate to certain things, you know. But I always had a roof over my head, always, you know. I always had a roof over my head. I had some things, you know, I had no food, but that was the life, you know. That was teacher survival. Growing up in my environment, I would say that that's a very good question. Growing up in my environment was challenging, but it wasn't challenging. It was kind of easy. I feel like what made it difficult for me was being able to, I don't want to maintain relationships with people, but maintain, a certain respect, I wouldn't say that I had a very abusive come up, but I saw a lot of things that people wouldn't be able to process right now. Some things that I can't even speak about. I had this one incident. I was probably like 7 years old. This is my first couple of experience. My mom take me, and I think it was she friend. And the guy had bought a tractor for me. I would never forget this as long as I live. And all I can remember the flashes of just seeing the man there, and my mother, everything cool. Then the man bought that tractor for me, and I rested on the wall. I will never forget that. I rested on the wall and I was playing with it. And when I looked around, I was watching the same man. So I was like, although I was 7 years old, I was real grateful for that. I was like, man, no bad tractor for me, boy, big at yourself. So I was looking around watching the man walk there, and the man like he went to some man that was with his woman or saying, and the man that was with the woman, I watched this man move like a stitching machine, be like just stop with this man repeatedly, and my mouth was just open, and I was just like, and that was the last anything to do with crop over anything that my mom had taken me to. I watched the guy roll to the stoplights and bled out, and yeah, you know what I mean. Out of this day, I can't even remember who that person was. Like, I can't remember his name to even ask him. I mean, who was that? Like, I don't ever bring it up, to be honest. Yeah, the only I wouldn't say my environment impacted me. It impacted me in a real drastic way, but I took it different. Like, don't get me wrong. My coming up wasn't like sweet life. You get me? It's things I can't talk about. But I how I receive it, I took it. I was like, okay, that's what that is. Alright, cool. So hence that's why I never became. And don't get me wrong, people does always say that. For instance, like people that do crime and things, like I ain't excusing men that do crime or do robbing or whatever. But if you see how people is really gonna live, and like in terms of like when the pressure on, like it's really gonna look for it. You know what I mean? Ain't really no handouts, and like it don't be no help on that. So if somebody just trying to think with a family, to feed the family, or whatever, they can do anything by any means. You know what I mean? And then these are things that I saw in front of me. I gave thanks that I never had to do anything drastic to get money or to be in that position. When I was growing me and my mom, they had the best relationship. We didn't have the best relationship. I just feel like I was just young, and just because I don't know, this always just saying, I just think like I didn't have a father there, so like you do things and you know that you should know better, but you still do it. I was that kind of person when I was younger, so like I give my mother a lot of trouble, like, a lot of trouble, a lot. Come home late, go places and don't even tell she where you're going, go places that I'm supposed to go, and just end up in situations. Nevertheless, I just feel like it's just how you look at life. It's just how you look at life for everything. Because you can't stop the negatives from coming. Stuff can come. Stuff can come. So it's just how you take it. You could be raised be raised anywhere, any or how. It's just how you take it. It's just how you take it, and if you're strong enough to take it in that way, if you get me, I come up in an environment. I see guns, I see murder, I see robbing, I see everything. I see no rape on there and there. So what, on that flip side, I see things. I could have been in situations and go and do these things, and That was just like the advice, you know. Every youngster, you know. It even gotta be a boy talking about females too, cause you know what I mean. When you're youth, you used to be at a stage where are taking in everything. I want people, the youngsters, I want the youth of Barbados to be real mindful of the decisions that you make, because the decisions that you make is what gonna be the turnover for your life, for the rest of your life. You know, if I make a decision and say, you know what, alright, I live in this environment, I ain't got bare guns around me, I can take out a gun and shoot somebody. I will never be here, trust and believe that. I will never be here. Probably would be, but you know, I will got that on my conscience. So, on the flip side, on the good side of coming up now, I enjoy my younger days. I really did. You know, even like back down to pitching marbles and even playing hide and seek. These are things that we like big men used to do when it was coming up. All 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock, big men or all we playing hide and seek. And then like in the average hide and seek, like you got the whole across the other side though, so people literally looking for you. I remember that time back, I had laid on a flatbed truck, me and a brethren of mine, he's passed right now too. And we laid on this truck for about an hour and something, and people walking past it, and we just like, no, telling us, so, yo, nobody can play this. Like, alright, we come out, alright, yeah. You know what I mean? So in them times, it was a law. I enjoy me come up. Had a lot of kite days, had a lot of bicycle days, had a lot of jetty days, you know. Getting in the bush and you carry your mother pots, and carry the rice and the peas, and you're gonna cut in the bush and you're in the bush for the whole day. You're catching falls, you know what I mean? Like that's when life was real good coming up. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate every last bit of it, for real. Like I said, when I was growing up, I was I won't say troublesome, but you know, I was young. So, you know, my brethrens, a brethren of mine here, Greg Taylor, he's passed right now. He passed, like, probably like 12, 13 years ago or something like that. Greg passed a very long time. But Greg was a bicycle man, Greg was a bike man, Greg was a kite man, Greg loved them things, you know. So at this night, I can't remember how this even happened, but at some point, I was going to Greg's house, then was inside, like, I can probably playing video game or something, and I was knocking by the house, bum bum bum, bum bum bum. And when somebody come, I would like run, so nobody actually didn't know who it is, but Greg boy. So apparently Greg, you know, put some water in a cup and put it in the microwave, you know. You might put it on the stove, you know. I put it in the microwave. I gone on, they not here. First time I get here, hear the door open up, while I looking, second time, same thing. You see the third time when they knocked that door, before I could have moved from there, Greg out behind me. And they were running that top, see Greg down behind me, fast at me. And I hear when the water left the cup, coming to me then, that's how like my senses stand up then. And when this water hit my back, it killed every single sense in my body. Like I hear the water when it hit my back and thing. I dropped on the ground, I had a patch of grass there, rolling with the grass. Ah! I get from there and ran home. Like at that point I could remember it, at that point like Greg like he thought he killed me then. Like Greg swear he killed me. Cause it was hollering hard to get from there, I run straight home. I laying on home, I hear the light now. You know, until you get home now, you don't want mommy know what happened. I go on straight and I can barely move, so I go and lay down with my bags and I cry, so she said, what happened to you, Papa? You bad, look, so you have your thing. We don't run it. I told mommy, we don't run it and I fall down and I get burned out, something. You see, in the morning time when I wake up, in the morning, my whole back like bubbles, like some big bubbles, information. And I was like, alright, mommy, great job all for me. she was vexed, you know, but you know, it was my fault. I explained the shit that it was my fault, like it wasn't purpose work, and you know, don't go and cause no vibes, and you know, it was my fault, you know what I mean? And at that point, at my age, like I actually understood that, you know, like you gotta thing for you, you know, be responsible for your stuff. Yeah, man. But yeah, after that, you know, back started to heal up. Greg, you know, like obviously at that time we was up talking, cause you know, I think my issue all on me, so you know. But after that time passed and all that start to heal and thing. And what funny enough be like, I think that was late in the year. I ain't gonna lie to you, I think that was the end of the year. I think that happened early up in the year, or probably the year before. My own one, like, I feel that happened. I think Greg tried that hot water on me early up in the year. And the end of the year, it had this vibe up Sheraton. And it had an incident. I think, or it was a Halloween. It was something to do. It was a Halloween or something, boy. Halloween or I think it was Halloween or Warriors or something. But Greg had ended up getting in an incident. You know, the man went there to watch a movie, whole vibe start. And Greg ended up getting stabbed in the head multiple times with an ice pick. You know what I mean? And it was a shock to everybody too, especially the community and things, because you know, we as youngsters, we used to do we little thing, and you know, again, we little scaffolds and fights, and you know. But when that happened to Greg, it was like, yo, like everybody, like it just silenced everybody. It wasn't like enough, like we wasn't on the funny games no more. We wasn't on that vibes no more. Before that too, Greg on this side of where he from, and then on the other side, like we was real careless. We used to war. We used to go on the other side and pet rocks at them, and they used to come and pet rocks on the other side. And like even like when that happened to Greg, like that killed everything. Like everybody just come back together, and everybody was like that killed the whole vibe. But yeah, he would end up in a coma for a couple weeks. Yeah, and then Greg passed away. Yeah, Greg. Yeah. He passed away as the year opened. That was in 2006. Yeah, Greg passed. Yeah, and that really changed maybe a like people to how my relationships with people, cause like that changed the whole relationship with me and Greg vibe. You know, we was cool all the time, but that put tension between me and Greg. But yeah, this days miss Greg, man, for real. This days miss Greg. Greg was a real area. He had a girlfriend that he did love, boy. I ain't want to caution him. But yeah, like it's when Greg passed, it was like a part of my childhood past too, for real. Cause after when Greg passed, it wasn't no more kite, nothing. It wasn't like a lot of things no more. We wasn't getting our breeze by Greg on a Saturday mornings making kites and six of man coming on and say, man, don't have the plastic by saying when done make the kites. You know what I mean? So yeah, the community became real quiet, man. A lot of people from the area passed away and things too. So yeah, man, Greg was one of those ones that people, they really hit home, boy. And he passed real young too. We was young, so that was real unfortunate. And when that happened to Greg, everybody thought that, yeah, I even thought, everybody thought, right, man, like he let him come home, because we don't understand how serious that was to be in that situation, you know. And like I never even like mentioned it too, but even, you know, at that time I like knowing life to him, like I understand karma, you know what I mean. And when that happened to Greg, I used to feel bad, because I used to feel like because of me that's why that happened. You know, because of karma, whatever the case is, you know. So not saying that that's what it was, but I used to feel like that. I used to feel real bad. I used to feel like, yo, child, boy, man do that to me and quit saying man can't die, they ain't call you, boy. Child, I used to feel like it was my fault that Greg passed, for real. Like if that didn't happen, and hot water thing that happened, Greg would still be living. You know what I mean? I guess up to this day we would probably never know. But life turned out real funny, for real, in terms of that. And I just feel, I don't feel it no more. You know what I mean? Me and Greg was early, and you know what I mean? He got brothers and sisters, and one of his sisters is my god sister too. So like, I just be more on a protective side of them too. You know, I always look at them, and when I look at them, I see Greg too. You know, I'm like, yo, Greg would like to be here, you know. So yeah, Greg would have been a bike man. I don't know. Greg like bikes, Greg like wheeling and thing. Greg love that. very like fouls too. Cause the time we used to fight fouls. We used to caught fighting man like crazy. Caught fighting like crazy. I had a lot of fouls too to fight. Going to the IV, go this place, that place, and caught fighting. You know. I even see stuff happen at caught fighting too. I see people get killed at caught fighting already. You know. But yeah, coming up, and funny enough, you know, we still used to see the fun of these dangerous practices that we used to participate in. You know, you know, you know. But it made me who I am, and I am grateful. You know, if it wasn't for any of these situations of life, when I come up, I wouldn't be the person I am today, and I wouldn't be able to translate it to you in a calm, manageable fashion. When they finished school, to be honest, when they finished school, I didn't even know where it would end up or what I would be doing right now. I was just more still observing. You know, I was still more observing. I was, as much as people probably thought I had it, I was lost. I didn't know what to do. Alright, so, you know, music was always a love for me too. So, and then too, growing up in my neighborhood too, there are a lot of people that was on the meds that I would say that I was on the meditation that I was on. You know, thinking about the certain things that I was thinking about. So, coming up at that point, I had a group named Most Wanted Entertainment, and Maloney live in my area. So he used to be down at Sadis and Sadis house. So it's be Sadis, Maloney, Tech, Leopold, big group, and you know, going down there every day. I mean, like every day, literally, it was like a religious thing every single day. When you get, yo brother, ting. Alright, we gonna road now. We get on the road, whole day's music every single day. You know, and being around them, it really started, because I wasn't even singing. I wasn't singing. I just used to be around and just watching everybody, watching how the wall, how they stand up, how the ice turn. Like I was watching every single thing, because it was like, yo, these people different, boy. Even being around them, I felt different. I was like, yo, these people, it had me feel like, yo, saying here different, boy. So I started to sit back and watch and observe, you know. A couple years later, passed by, Pargam murder ended up happening, you know. That was a sensation in Barbados, and the children, I liked it a lot. Skate show. So that's where my journey really began, like really began. So from there I just started to expand. Had a YouTube series named My African Cousin, and then I started to really, I was into the acting. I started again like different movies like Ichiruga Naim, Unusual Suspects. Like I started dabbling in a lot of Bajan movies, but then that kind of like, I won't say like I put it on a hold, but it just kind of like, that energy just kind of drift off of me, you know. And then I started to really like dive into the music. So then I start recording and singing, and you know, I like back in them times too, like when you leave home, guarantee you it's best to leave home with, you know, a little shirt and a pants, toothbrush, because you don't know when you came back home. Because when you leave one studio, you're going to the next studio and the next studio, and then you might end up like it was like that every day, you know. So at that point I was like, yeah, music is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life, no matter what, you know. And I was rapping when I first started. My first song was a rap song. My first song was a rap song, and I did rap for like a good couple of years though, like probably like 5-6 years. Had a platform called Hip Hop Barbados, which a lot of people probably know. I used to promote a lot of Bajan hip hop artists, you know. But on the flip side of the music and living in the environment of where it came from, I used to even see it as an accomplishment to even focus on the music because of where it came from. You know, I had a lot of obstacles, a lot of come on, thing, you know, a lot of distractions. But You know, I happen to stay focused.
Never had the easy life, living comfortable. Me had to work hard, me dey a hustle. Me nah have no bed, me used to sleep a ground. Me have a dream, me must make it up. So me hold a mess and stay focused. Me know you see a friend, want see you fold up. Them can't take me from the note, but because life done show me, them can't stop my blessings. Yeah, my guided and protected. So me not stress, cause the most I bless me. Me guided and protected. Yeah.
So one of the main reasons why I chose not to like do this street life thing, I mean, you either be dead or end up in jail or long. But for me personally, seeing the cycle, I coming out and I seeing people that was older than me on the block, breezing, smoking, selling rap and block life. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Don't get me wrong. It's not about the block, it's about the people on the block. You get me? So remember, the block is a different environment. The block is a relaxed environment. It's where you come to chill and where you come to relax and hold on meds. So what has happened is people just get stuck in that. You get me? Because they don't normally get that from wherever they just dwell. So they just come to this place, the block, to dwell in that energy. So what has happened? People just get stuck. So it started. I was like, yo. I mean, like coming up, years pass, and they made my block still doing the same thing. I was like, yo. Well, and that really showed me, like, yo, not just about the reason why I never chose street life, but like how you have to be real mindful of what you attach yourself to, or where you dwell around, because you could find yourself in the next 20, 30 years, the rest of your life doing it. And that was one of the biggest lessons in my life. Like, I think that's the number one lesson in my life. Like, be real careful and be real mindful of what you exist around. Because it could exist with you forever. So I saw that and I was like, you know what? Nah, boy. Those are the reasons why I never chose street life, because it don't make no sense. You're gonna end up dead or in jail long. Take my advice. Come out in school, get your knowledge, trust me, because you're gonna need it here. Get your knowledge, get your degrees, because you need it to exist in this systematic life. You need these things. Get them, and do not look at your surroundings around you. Look at your parents. And when I say don't make the same mistakes that they made, but do not make the same mistakes that they made. You understand? Because you're in a better time, more access to technology and more access to new knowledge and stuff. So take it and use it wisely. And the reason I come to, not only that too, I can be real honest with you. As you look at my mom and realize that my mom getting old, and she getting more quiet, and I watching the hustling and things too, but I realize that my mom getting older, and watching my mom getting old got me like real, like just be more calm and studying ways to show she like, yeah, I give you real trouble, can't, but this is, it pay off. I show you that it wasn't for nothing. So my mom, other than the things that I've seen in life, the hype, the extras, you name it, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it, I've done it. So, but my mom really and truly right now is who's really got me on our level head, and not necessarily conversations, because we don't even talk like that. Like, we don't talk like on that deep level. I just more be watching her and be like, yo, shh. And then we studying, like, might come out, like, how she bring me up, and like, yeah, it's been more be looking at my mom. She don't even know this, so when she see this episode, she be like, oh, you're watching me. But yeah, man, my mom is always be watching her for sure, because it's a must that I have to make it up to her. So I can't be out here with the gun thing, and I understand how stupid that is. I come up and I don't want to curb my violence, but I come up in a society that involve, guns and all that. You know how stupid it look to be a part of that? Study it for real. The whole aim is to do better. That don't make no sense. You come up and get on, you see, alright, I come up with Torn Dead Harry dead. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah man. I am Bluntt. I am a multicultural artist, also an entrepreneur, and I'm just another Bajan.